Hey, what's up? Top of the morning, everybody. So, I'm gonna respond to uh, a comment that I seen right earlier. It said, "Tell him what Baby Ray did to you." So my homeboy Baby Ray, right? He used to live with me. We used to call him Grimace. I remember when he got jumped in the hood. He's older than me. I grew up with him since we were like babies. His dad and my dad were real close. His dad was Papa. His dad, rest in peace, is Papa. My dad were real close. So growing up, Baby Ray used to live with me my whole childhood mostly. So Baby Ray started doing his thing. This is how I know this dude is Bam Bam, because Baby Ray is also into comic books. But I took all of his comic books. This is a fact. I took his gun too from him. So he used to live with me, right? And I was being with some girl at this time, and she knew everything about me, like everything that I was doing. And when I was cheating on her, where I was at, I couldn't figure out what was going on. Well, I ended up finding out it was Baby Ray that was telling her. So when Baby Ray was living with me, he was doing his thing. He started, he started coming up. I cannot lie. He was blowing up. So, but he started doing a lot of gay ass shit though. So when I find out that it was him telling her everything, I confront him. He won't come outside. He's at some girl named Don's house. We're talking through the window, whatever. We're going back and forth. So I ain't going back to the house because he used to live with me. Remember, I took his gun, took his comic book from him. So he never came back to get anything because he already knew what was cracking if I seen him. So we ended up going our separate ways. I ended up going to the joint. And I get out. I start messing with his sister. Here and there. I was messing with both of his sisters. These are facts. I'm gonna go up right. Matter of fact, hold on. I gotta do this real quick. Okay. Hey, babe. Answer my question real quick, Rap. Babe, will Baby Ray do anything to me, babe? Okay, was I being with both of his sisters? Yeah, babe, hello, just answer the question. Babe, come on, you're recording right now, dude.
Yes.
Okay, dude. Told you. It pissed me off right now. I'm telling you, Bam Bam, stop listening to bullshit, dog. Now you got me arguing with my lady. So this is why people hate, dog. It's because of pussy. So learn your facts straight. Okay, so now I'm out the joint. I'm being with both of his sisters. Both of them. This dude's going crazy, but he's not gonna do nothing about it. So, me, or one of his sisters and me, and we had a real turbulent relationship. It was real bad. Well, she ends up getting pregnant. The sister ends up getting pregnant, and my other homie claims the baby. Like forever, Brady found out it wasn't his. So that's Baby Ray's. That's how me and Baby Ray had our falling out. The other Ray, one of them told on us, me and my homie Little Vampy. And then there's another Little Ray. He's the one that I got in a fight with. That's my homie Bad Boy's brother. I lost the fight to Bad Boy and Little Ray. But I got Little Ray's name on me. What's on this one? Little Ray. I got the name on me, dog. It's right here, somewhere right here. Get your facts right, dog. Little Ray is the one I got in a fight with. That's my homeboy Bad Boy's brother. I got down with him and Little Ray in one night. I lost both fights. That don't mean nothing. That's what you're talking about. Little Ray recently had just got ran out the hood. My homeboy Looney beat his ass and ran him out the hood. My homeboy Muggsy beat his ass. Took all of his shit and beat up his lady. Get your facts right, people. It has to be Bam Bam. I'm not with none of look, just go your own way. You can never smut me up, my boy. You can't do it. Stop trying to do it with other people's stories. Why don't you try to come do it in person? I'm not with none of that smut campaign, dog. Everything you bring up, any kind of bullshit you have, I'm gonna counter react it with the truth. Because like I said, there's a lot of people that I rubbed the wrong way. You gotta remember, right when I got shot in the hood, the person that shot me, I made videos of his mom doming me up. She's a vice content. I have videos of her doming me up. I sent it to everybody in the hood. I'm a headache, my boy. But if you're gonna bring up Baby Ray, you got to do it right. You have to do it right. You got to talk about. You meant little Ray Ray. That's how stupid you are. Anyways, let me move on. So yesterday when I was talking about being in the county, same time, same area, same time frame. I go to so we're in the county and it's on site with the blacks. They're talking about bringing the blacks in the game module. And up to this point, there had never been no blacks in the game module ever. Even when they would do black deputies would come in to do count, the homies were on the tier, they would get with them. That's just how it was at this time. It was really active. So the first people that they bring in, the first blacks that they bring in is Taco from Bounty Hunters and Deuce Bangin from Rolling 20 Bloods. So me and Taco and I were real cool. Not at this, I didn't really know him at this point. I'm starting to get to know him. So Taco's about 6'2", 6'3", but he's real skinny and real cut up. He's like real cut up. He's just real lanky, you know. He has something on his back. It's like it says Hunters on it, but it's like I don't know. It's like a Samoan lady or something's on his back. I think he's Samoan and black maybe. So, my celly is at this time. My celly is Demon from Puente, Damien Cantun. So he has court, and Taco and Deuce Bangin have court at the same time. So remember, it's on site. So when you're in the game module in your black box, they come real early, dog, to box us all up. Black boxes, if you can come out your cuffs, or you've known to come out your cuffs and get with people, you know, so they'll black box you. So, because you usually have a fake key or whatever. Because at one time when you were in a game module or in high power, we used to have to carry a key with us, you know, so they started black boxing us so we couldn't come out the cuffs anymore. So they box up Demon, and then the cops tell me to, you know, take inside my cell. So I'm inside the cell, they shut the door. Demon's in the day room. They take Demon out, then they get Taco, and they get Deuce Bangin. So they all walking, right? But when you're boxed, you can't really do anything. So they leave the court. They're all going to CCB. And when Demon went to court, Demon took 2 green bags full of canteen. It was the kitty. It was the kitty was going out to 1750. So so when they come back from court, they're all going to CCB because Demon had an ad charge. That's why he was going to CCB. And Taco was finding a death penalty. That's why he was going to CCB. And I think Deuce Bangin was just going to CCB because that's the court they go to. So on the way back, they all 3 of them come back early. So I see them, and I could see that they let Demon come walking from the elevators by himself. And then here comes Taco and the next elevator on the side comes up. Here comes Taco and Deuce Bangin. They're not in cuffs, they're not black box. So now they're inside in the pod. They rush my celly. Man, they get with him bad. They got with his ass bad. So the canteen goes everywhere. A couple $100 in canteen all over the day room. And I said, oh man, these fools are gonna take it. They don't. They put you know, anybody else would have. They put all that canteen in them bags and they put the bags in front of my cell door. And Taco comes up to me and goes, it was just business. So I'm like, damn. So my celly, my celly ends up going to the hospital because they got him in. So I remember like 2 or 3 more times it was the blacks were getting with us. Like they kept catching the homie slipping. The score was like 28-0 to them right now. So oh shit. So I was on the bottom tier, right? And my cell was cell 7, so my cell had the pillars and with phones all the way around them. So I used to be like, where would be on the phone? Like when they couldn't get through, they would talk to me on because it's all glass, and the TV was on, and the TV was in the day room, so I could watch the TV, for myself. This day the blacks had day room, right? They come out in the morning, we'll come out in the afternoon. You come out for like 3 hours, one time a week. You and your hotel, you and your people. The blacks will come out, or the homies will come out. So the blacks in the day room, there's like maybe 8 or 10 blacks. So they're all in the day room. They just got them working out or whatever. They're on their phones. Everybody hangs around the phone area. That's right in front of my cell. They tell me I have a pass, and they're telling the blacks are gonna have to take it inside while they bring me out. While I'm getting dressed, and the blacks are still in the day room, my door pops open. Pop! I look, and here comes the blacks are coming towards me. I'm like, oh shit, I'm Druvo. That fool, what's his name? Taco from Bounty Hunters? Kicks my door shut. Boom! He shuts it from the outside. He kicks the door shut so it can't open. I was like, what the fuck? Thank God. I'm bullshitting, I was like, thank God. So Taco ends up getting down with all the blacks because of that. The blacks are hot, the blacks, they're warriors, they want their get back. I'm points, So they're like, he gets into it with all of them. They end up catching phase. After I go to medical and I come back, they're catching, when I come back, that fool Taco's catching phase with all of them. So I was like, hell yeah. So that's what really kicked it off with me and Taco. Like, I was like, damn. So, oh shit, let me move it back a little bit. The reason why Taco kicked my door shut is because when he was in trial, after he had beat up, after him and his cellie had got busy with my cellie, his mom had died that day, or the next day when he was in trial, because Taco was in trial. And he ended up getting the death penalty. But my mom and his mom used to know each other, or they knew each other from visiting. Because when you come visit the level 9s, at this time, we used to have appointments, and we can't be in the visiting room with nobody else. So when you go to visiting room in the gang module, they cuff you to the bench, and they cuff you to the desk where you can only grab your phone. That's how you go to visit. Homies coming out to cuss, and blacks are coming out to cuss, and they're getting with each other. We're getting with each other in there. So in front of families and everything. So my mom had told me Taco's mom had died, and she didn't think he knew because he was in trial. So when he came back from when he came back from court one day, he couldn't get on the phone at all. And I was like, hey Taco, come here real quick. I had to tell him that his mom had passed away. I remember I gave him a 3-way. I told him, here's my lady's number to call your mom. And it was still on site, so you can call your family. So that's what happened. That's why he kicked my door down. Kicked the door shut. It was after that. So he kicks my door shut. He ends up getting down with all the blacks. Right? So what happens? So my boy Lucky from Norwalk, that's the boy right there. He's in Calicut right now. That's the boy. That's a solid ass homie right there. Lucky from Norwalk. So Thumper from Artesia, Moto from Hawaiian Gardens, the little Sella car in the gang module, they were all right. Each one of them homies that were from Sella, they were all righteous ass homies. Thumper from Norwalk, Thumper from Artesia, Lucky from Norwalk, and Moto from Hawaiian Gardens. All three of them solid ass individuals, solid as you can get. And they were real close. Those three were all really, really close. Thumper and Lucky, both them fools have real size. So the blacks are in day room, right? Another time, and they let Lucky out, Lucky from Norwalk, and the blacks tried to get with him. It was like 3 of them. I'm not mistaken. That fool Lucky got with all of them. He rocked all of them. He was chasing them around the day room. So and it was just him by himself. So we were like, hell yeah! Finally, we got our run back, because the blacks were serving us at this time. Because the cops will let out one homie cell and 3 black cells. You know, they do shit like that. So we finally get our run back. So that night, I'll never forget this, right? I'm gonna kind of like wrap it up, but they were doing count one night in Lucky from Norwalk, and his celly were drinking, and there was a cop. His name was Benzo. He was short, and he was maybe like 22 years old, 23 years old. He had a little fade. He looked like a little pretty boy. And Lucky's drunk. Okay, it was my cell, Wacky from Inglewood, and right after him was Lucky from Norwalk, right? And the way the towers are, it goes like this. So you, like in my cell, I could see, you could talk to everybody the way that it's on the bottom tier is, you know, in the cell, and you could sign language with each other. Lucky has size, dog. Lucky's cut up ass homie. He's yoked up. So his celly's asleep or something. So Benzo, they're doing wristband count, and he's calling out names. I guess Lucky's celly was asleep or he was passed out. So Benzo goes, "Hey, wake up your celly." And Lucky's like, "Nah." I could tell they've been drinking the whole day. Lucky's like, "Nah, I'm not waking up nobody." Benzo's like, "Wake him up." Lucky's like, "Nah, I'm not gonna wake him up." He goes, "I'm gonna come in there," and they don't come inside. They don't come in the game modules. They don't do none of that unless we're cuffed up. That fool Benzo, I mistake you. I'm not lying to you. He's like about 5'5", 5'4" maybe. He's not that heavy. He's like 140 maybe, 150. He opens the door. He tells the tower, "Hey, crack cells 10 or whatever." And he tells Lucky, "Step out." Lucky's like, "No, I'm not stepping out." He goes, "Well, I'm gonna come in there." Lucky goes, "You come in my cell, I'm gonna get off on you." That fool Benzo puts down the fucking the clipboard and goes in there. Him and Lucky are chunking him. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not bullshitting you. You can see Benzo coming up, going back in. Here they come. Here comes all the deputies. This is a true story. So they're all coming in. That fool Benzo's telling them, no, back up, don't come in here. These fools are going head up in the cell. Him and Lucky, they end up going in there fucking Lucky up, hog tying him, fucking him up. But the next day, dog, Benzo was back in there doing count, and the palabra was don't even do anything to him because him and Lucky was ahead of fade, and he was the one telling the cops, no, get off of him, get off him. They ended up fucking up Lucky. Lucky ended up going to high power and coming back. But yeah, I'll never forget that cop, little Benzo. I am not lying to you, dog. He was no bigger than Gervonta Tank Davis. He was a little dude, but this motherfucking cop was in there chunking him with, and then we ended up beating up Lucky Celly because Lucky Celly was stood on the bunk the whole time when they were doing this, and he didn't even jump in. That fool, he was drunk the whole time. He didn't even get up. He didn't wake up at all. So we ended up fucking him up the next day. Yeah, then the next week we ended up smashing him, get his ass out of there. But yeah. So I thought I'd finish off part 2 and put this idiot in his place. I'm gonna tell you something. Bam Bam, whoever this is, whenever you dislike somebody, and like we're shooting at each other, and we're disrespecting each other, there's no limits, especially if you're trying to smut me up. I'm gonna get off on you, whoever. I don't care. I'm gonna take off and I'm gonna clown you on however. But when you start bringing up neighborhood things and you really don't know what you're talking about, and you're going off of somebody else is telling you, you need to stop doing that. Because just as a man, whenever somebody comes and tells me something about anybody, the first thing I think about is, why is this fool doing that? Because why aren't you telling him that? People are going to do whatever they can to smut somebody up, right? But whenever it comes to neighborhood shit, there's a lot of things like I hear about, I'm not going to talk about, because I don't know if it's true or not, because personal issues between two homies, one of them is going to always make them look better. See, when you said Ray and say what Ray did to you, I already knew you didn't know what you were talking about. You meant Baby Ray, right? And Little Ray. See, there's like 6 or 7 different Rays in my neighborhood. And then there's an older homie too that I was bumping heads with. That's Little Ray's uncle. That's Big Ray. There's all kinds of different Rays. But he ended up getting hit in the feds. So you kind of know your history. And if this is you, Bam Bam, I'm embarrassed for you, dog. You stop stalking me with all these fake profiles. And if it's not you, I apologize. But I'm like 90% sure that is you. But comic books, the bullshit you've been trying to say is Baby Ray. That's the only lame ass person that would say some shit like that. I was plugging both the Baby Ray sisters at the same time, dog. Facts. Baby Ray was trying to get at my lady forever. He couldn't pull her. There's a lot of things you don't understand, and females will be the biggest rude of what's going on between two homies. And the best thing you can do is probably not say anything because you're gonna make yourself look stupid. My boy, I'm a titan in the hood. I'm a titan. I'm a titan. There's homies that could whoop my ass, of course. And there's one homie that if he says something, I won't say it. I won't even respond. I won't even respond because he has that coming, you know. But other than that, can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. You cannot do it. Not me, baby. Not happening. You guys be cool, be safe. I'm really like that.